Alrighty then, everybody, I am back. With Trick and Treat. Interesting story. I didn't know that such a story. I said honestly surprised. Even if it is a lie, it managed to hold my interest. Wait, there's something more, Alfred said. At the same time he scrolls through the comments. We read what is written here. A couple of comments call our attention. Both of them talk about some creature. At that time they felt a horrible fear for what could happen to them. Well, the two comments share great similarity, but they could have been written by the same person. There are many others that deny it. Looks like many people went to the forest because of the legend, but couldn't find anything. Maybe it's because they didn't go on a damn date! I thought that you will only read these things to look more cool before the girls, replied Stephen as a joke. That's actually true. Yeah. Alfred giggles with a little shame. Partly, yes. He admitted it. That was a secret everybody silently knew. Well, well. Now we have an activity for tonight, Stephen said at the same time he makes a face overflowing with enthusiasm. What? I asked, completely lost. I thought we were just killing time. Simple. Let's go to the forest. I hate you, Stephen. He seemed really fascinated by the story. Are you insane? Said Alfred, unable to believe what he just heard. You only needed to look at his face to know he did not like the idea. Despite everything you've heard, you want to go. This, everybody, not trying to be racist, is what you call a white boy. Legends are there for a reason, people. Whether to be a warning or just for show, don't be dumb. Don't be white. Unless you are white, then there's no helping it. Of course, it would be a test of courage amongst us, yeah. Dumbass. Replied Stephen, full of confidence. Perhaps too much. He should relax a bit. Don't tell me you're afraid. No, why should I be afraid? I would be afraid. Because I'm smart. I don't want to be an idiot and end up dying and go like, I was brave. But I'm dead. No, answered Alfred. At the same time, he folds his arms, making a false gesture of security. It's more than obvious that you are afraid, Alfred. Almost as much as when you have to talk with a girl. And what about you, Axel? Don't tell me you won't come. Suddenly, Stephen asks me, at the same time looking at me mockingly. Don't tell me you want to be the chicken of the group. I'd rather be a chicken than a dead corpse. I hate that tone of voice he used. I will never give you that, I said without thinking, showing a confident smile and look. Well, let's not say any more. Wait, let's not say more. Oh, okay. Take your coats, backpacks, flashlights, and some food. We're going to the forest. Yeah, you guys pack all that. I'm going to pack my knives and probably one of my katanas in case there are zombies. Stephen said, full of energy. Yeah! Yeah! We three said in unison as if we were going to have some kind of private party, not really knowing what we were doing or what we were going to find. 2:13 a.m. I awake completely confused, not knowing how much time had passed. My head hurts like hell, but I can't blame it. Fortunately, the pain goes away quickly, just as my confusion. Soon I come back to my senses. My flashlight is lying on the ground, shining towards the empty air. I immediately pick it up. It was my only protection against the darkness that surrounds me. Then I remember that Stephen and Alfred were with me. Stephen, Alfred, can you hear me? No, nigga! No. Without thinking, I screamed their names in the dark while trying to find them with my flashlight. But there's no trace of them. They are gone, and this is why white people die in horror movies. What do you say, Sandman?
It's true.
Yes, he said it's true.
It's the truth. Our white senses come out, but then white senses kick in after.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I should not.
Not to be racist, this is me just talking. This is why black people die first. Because the monster killer knows they're the smart ones, and they need to kill the smart people. Literally, I mean, they really do have to kill the smart people. Where the hell are they? And what the heck just happened? I really don't understand anything. Well, it's because you're white. I really am not trying to be racist, but this is exactly why. You know what? No, never mind. I'm gonna stop right there before I get like flamed on by so many white people. Even if they do flame me, it's only gonna prove that I'm right. Shit, we should have stayed at home. No shit, Sherlock. This is not a proof of courage. We could be in danger. No shit. People are disappearing in the woods on Halloween. For a reason! Might be a witch or something. I have to find them. Fuck that! I ditched them! Dumbasses. 2:19 a.m. Little time has passed since I started to look for my friends. And I already can't stand this place. I'm going crazy in this forest. The darkness that covers it is unnatural. It is a darkness that steals your own sanity, replacing it with anxiety. To make it worse, the air is damp and cold as in winter, carrying a strong rot smell. Yep, my friends are dead, I fucking know it. As if there were corpses of animals hidden throughout the forest. No, I'm pretty sure it's my friends. Do note, I've never played this game before. I've just seen so many horror movies that kind of leads up to that. The atmosphere in this place is oppressive. With every step you take, it makes you more uncomfortable. Since I started to look for my friends, I felt that something is watching me. But there is nothing. It's called death, bro. You're screwed. I sigh with my voice full of frustration. I just want to get out of here. I continue walking, devoid of any hope. No matter where I look or how much I walk, I find nothing. I cannot even hear the sound of animals. That is extremely concerning. What are your thoughts on that, Sandman?
I think he's gonna die.
He said he's gonna die. When there's a forest, it's dark, and you hear nothing? Two things come to mind. One, all the animals are dead. Or two, all the animals are in hiding. I'll be honest, I'd rather them... It's scarier when they're hiding rather than they're dead. Because if they're hiding, obviously there's something out there that they don't want to be found by. If they're dead, well, they don't have to worry about. I mean, it stinks, but... I don't know, you guys go ahead and tell me what y'all think. Would you rather have a silent forest, or a forest smelled with rot? No. I have to calm myself. This is why I bring like a bunch of knives. Come at me, bros! I will stab the hell out of you. Like Kano in MKX. I said to myself. I stopped for a moment to rest. I breathed deeply. But the rotten air of this place does me no good. Immediately I start to cough as if I had something stuck in my throat. It's not gay, it's being fearful. You should have thought about that before you went to test his damn courage. Shit. What am I'm going to do? The hell?
English, bro.
What am I going to do? I'm just gonna ignore that M. This cursed forest smells endless. And even if, by miracle, I could escape, I cannot abandon Steven and Alfred. Fuck them! I'm really screwed up. You kinda are. You're also gonna die. Again, I sigh, feeling on the verge of tears. My frustration is building up, but I have to do my best to keep calm. If I fall into deep despair, then there's no doubt I will be joining the list of missing people. They said persons, but I'm gonna say people. I'm gonna try my English to be a little bit better than the person that made this, but then again, this is pretty good. In the end, I decided to keep walking. Step by step, I should get somewhere. At least I was... I was convinced that staying in the same place would not do me any good, even if it was only to deceive myself, feeling that I am doing something. I wanted to continue walking. Time passes without any changes. Only the sound of my footsteps can be heard, knowing that as soon as you stop, you will be surrounded by a dead silence is a good incentive to keep walking. That's true, but my legs were already hurting. Suddenly, I hear a crack at my feet. Instantly, I take a step back and look below to see what made that sound. What is this? I whispered to myself, surprised, discovering that I had stepped on animal bones. I believe that it's from an animal, although I do not rule out the possibility that it belongs to a person. But for my own good, I prefer not to think about it. I wouldn't really give a shit. An expression of anguish is drawn onto my face. It is best to ignore it. I have to keep walking. Suddenly, my flashlight reveals something. Without hesitation, I point towards it. Point towards there again. Alright, what do I see? Kitty! Only to realize the surprise that it is the white cat. The one from before which made that awful meow. But this time I found it laying on the ground. It appears to be fainted and is wounded. Then what should I do? I'll pick the cat up. It is best to continue without waking her. That cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. Bullshit! Your fault! How dare you point out to a white cat? I'm going to take the white... Yeah, never. But even knowing that, for some strange reason, I can't help but feel sorry for her. Even if it's unnatural, it is still an animal. I then bend down to see her closer. She is unconscious, and there is a thin line of blood coming from her mouth. I'm a real idiot, I said to myself. At the same time, I cleaned the blood from her mouth with a handkerchief that I had with me. Fortunately, she doesn't wake up. I then close her mouth, making her appearance a little better. Now she seemed to be peacefully sleeping.
Pretty sure it's dead.
No, it's alive. I'm gonna bet that's the white witch. There's a black cat in here that's probably gonna be the black witch. Unless they predicted this and made it that the white cat is the black witch who's evil, and the black cat is the white witch. I hope it's not, because if it's the case, I just helped an evil cat. After a long sigh, I decided to pick her up carefully. I don't know what the powers of this cat are, but if she brought me here, maybe she can return me to my home, or world, whatever. With her in my arms, I decide that the best thing I can do is to continue walking. God damn, my English sucks!
Jesus Christ, it's hungry. I mean, wait.
Now we're gonna call them howlies. They might not know what that is, so... Unless locals watch my vid, then...
I know, yeah.
Hey, who knows? Maybe they might agree with me. Akkas. Fockas, not... 2:31 a.m. Again, I find myself in the dark forest, walking aimlessly. Only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting somewhere. In my arms, I carry the cat, which sleeps soundly. Voice. Ha! Ha! Zandman! It's a voice! Come here! Here! You'll be safe.
Hell no.
I suddenly stopped. It was probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again, I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I found the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my head. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale. But I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy? Or is it that this forest that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. Then feel the cat move in my arms. I look down at her confused, just to see how she opens her red eyes suddenly. I become quiet at that instant. For a moment, the two stayed motionless. staring into the eyes of the other. The red eyes of the cat are disturbing to me, but also there's something fascinating about them, something that attracts me. I lose myself in her eyes as if hypnotized, until suddenly she jumps with the intention of scratching my face. Fuck you too, cat! I helped you! My reflex is pushing her at the same time I jump back, turning my head to dodge her claws. I managed to dodge her attack, but in the process, I dropped my flashlight. I panicked and acted clumsily. The flashlight falls near me, lighting up a tree in the vicinity. As soon as it left my hands, I remember how dense this abnormal darkness is. I quickly pick it up, not even thinking before taking action. I then light the place where the cat was, only to discover she had arced her body angrily, as if she feared an attack from me. Those red eyes stare at me, shining the light of the flashlight as if they were jewels, reflecting a fearsome hatred and rejection towards me. My body freezes after seeing them. I can't even think. The cat then lets out a thunderous meow, similar to the one before, but weaker, although not any less frightening. There is no doubt there is something wrong with the animal. It must be cursed. Everything is her fault. She must be some kind of evil spirit, a pet of the witches. Buddy, have you seen any witch that has a white cat by their side? Dumbass. I feel how panic seizes me. My heart beats quickly, begging me to do something. My mouth is dry and my forehead covered with cold sweat. What should I do? Confront the cat. No. I should not despair. I have to calm down and think carefully about what I should do. With that in mind, I take a breath deep and look again at her. Soon the expression in my eyes changes from fear to courage. You are filled with determination. Charge forward and strike down the cat witch. Nah. Undertale. I realize it is only a cat, without a doubt, a strange one, but my life is not actually in danger. That isn't a tiger staring at me, but a simple cat. Oh my god, bro. You're being delusional and I think you're gonna die. I think I killed my character, everybody. Apparently her only power are those weird meows. If she could kill me, she would have done it already. So I rule out that possibility. Her work must be transporting the next victim to this area of the forest. So unnatural and shady. After filling my lungs with air, I slowly walk towards the cat. Her meows get louder with every step, but I don't let them scare me. Seeing that I do not turn back, she shyly takes a step back. In my mind, I smiled at that image. The prey is now the hunter. I look at her directly while advancing. Little by little, her meows become weaker, as if she was losing strength. Then I suddenly jump and take her in my hands. She hardly resists at all. Not so tough now, right? You look better like this. She is trembling in my hands. She looks so helpless that I almost feel like a villain. Well, no shit, you're harassing a cat! Who does that? Okay, I kind of do that a little bit to my other cat, but not too much, I think. Shut up, Zan man! No one's asking you! But I must not forget all that she has done so far. It's her fault that I'm in this place. Motherfudger! Haole! This is your fault! You followed your friends in a test of courage. Idiot. Alright. As fun as the texting was, and making jokes about my character because he's an idiot that blames nothing but a cat, I'm gonna have to save it for him here. I'm gonna end it right here. If you liked my video, go ahead, click that thumbs up button. Want to go ahead and see more of my videos? Check out my channel. I got plenty more. Of course, you have anything to say about my video, what you liked and what you liked about the video, or what I can do to improve my future videos, go ahead, comment in the section below. And of course, want to join the blog army? Go ahead, subscribe. NightMarcher002 and Zanman signing out.
Peace.
Aloha and mahalo, everybody.
Hopefully, boy.
Yes, mainly you, Hawaiians out there. Aloha oi!